Hello, ladies and gentlemen of the internet. I decided to do this like this so I can get my thoughts out clearly while going forward. Got a long day ahead of me, so it's going to be what it is. It'll be fine, I guess, on Sunday when SummerSlam comes up. But today, NXT TakeOver, a lot of things are happening, so I got to be prepared. So I was listening to Jim Cornette's podcast, and he said, it triggered me to talk about this one. And he didn't talk about this. No one really talked about this. But New Japan selling out and ROH, G1 Supercard next year, that's awesome for them. That's great. But that's not what this video is about. This video is about what they need in order to maintain. Anybody can get by doing firsts here and there or a shock thing here and there, but how do you capitalize off of that? If you look at WWE's current, shock value stuff there and first time evers, how did they capitalize off of that? How did they? Let's go back to WrestleMania with Asuka losing to Charlotte. How did they capitalize on that? By keeping Asuka off TV and then having her be a jobber. How did they capitalize off Matt Hardy winning the Battle Royal at WrestleMania? Ignoring it completely. How did they capitalize on Shinsuke Nakamura low-blowing AJ Styles at WrestleMania? They had him do the exact same thing every single week and turned him into a no-speaking English motherfucker. So they didn't even care. The thing that New Japan needs to do, and I know WWE knows this, WWE is going to try to do everything in their power to grab talent and have them not be on that show. You know what's kind of interesting? That SmackDown 1000 just got announced. And SmackDown 1000, I don't see any tickets available yet for that kind of thing, but we get tickets for Supercard next year in April already. Where's the NXT TakeOver tickets for that same event there next week, like next year? Because they're probably not going to be Barclay again. Is that what the problem is? Maybe NXT will be in Barclay and then SummerSlam will be somewhere else. But it can't be that far away because you don't want to do the whole traveling thing, again. But here's what New Japan and Ring of Honor need. It's not necessarily the talent. It's not necessarily that one. You do need that one, but it's not the most important thing. The main thing that they need is buzz. They need buzz coming out of that show like no other. The same thing that triggered people to keep going back year after year after year at WrestleMania back in the day was not just the celebrities being there. It was a really hyped up thing. You already got the ticket sales to prove that you can be a big thing. Now they need to capitalize on this one and do whatever it takes to make that show a must-see, much-watch experience. You got to get the promo packages. You got to get some celebrities or whatever signed up there, make an appearance, be in a match, talk about it, tweet about it, social media. It needs to be a huge, gigantic buzz. Because if this show is just a really good stage and really good talent on the show doing cool moves, which is what they always do, it's not going to do anything going forward. You're going to have to try just as hard next year. It may be even harder to get the ticket sales that you got this time for the first time experience. So they need to do something grand to get this trending everywhere like a must-see event. It's got to be done that way. And if you don't do it that way, it's going to be just another show. You got to do what TNA Impact did when Hulk Hogan was, going to be live against Raw. Billboards plastered everywhere, like freaking everyone on the social media talking about Hulk Hogan. It's got to be that freaking big. It's got to be that huge, no less. Because if you don't put effort into it, it's going to show. It's going to be like it was a good show there, and then you move on. TNA's anniversary was a really good show, really good buzz, but unfortunately, it wasn't big enough there to maintain. I don't know what the ratings are every week there for Impact. I watch it every week, but like I heard the ratings are kind of small or whatever, like getting lower, but it's high, but it's not too bad. So that's what I'm saying. So this thing needs to trend like no other. This thing needs to be in the minds of everybody else. You need to eclipse everything happening with NXT TakeOver that particular weekend. If they don't do that, then they are SOL. It's going to be a great gate for them. They're going to get great money from that one, but they're not going to get any kind of repeat business next year if they don't go out of their way to make this the must-see experience of the year. It's just that simple. Simple in saying that one, but actually getting all those stars to align and getting everybody talking about it, it's easier said than done. So they're gonna have to do everything they can to make sure that that happens. You're gonna need to it's not gonna be Kenny Omega. Kenny Omega, Okada, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna be freaking Flip Gordon versus Rey Mysterio Jr. That's not gonna work. Maybe Jericho, maybe Punk. That's a good first step to making that June Supercard must see. But Jericho said he's not going to step foot on American soil because of yada yada Vince thing, yada yada. Heels shouldn't have merchandise. Yeah, whatever. Whatever, Jericho. So it's going to need some big, huge buzz there. It's not going to be Gail Kim. It's not going to be Awesome Kong. It's not. Maybe like get Trish Stratus to be on the show somehow, some way. Maybe that's going to be huge. But the only way you're going to get people talking about June Supercard is to have really good out of nowhere stuff there. That Jericho thing for Wrestle Kingdom, that level. Jericho wrestling at Wrestle Kingdom against Omega, huge, gigantic deal. Got a whole bunch of eyeballs on the product there. Sold merchandise, sold network subscriptions, sold gates all over the place. And it helped out New Japan immensely. They used him again to fight Naito. Omega's a champion, and New Japan is on the bubble because Jericho decided to jump aboard that ship there. They need something that huge, or they're not going to get anywhere close to doing the same thing again next year, like 2020 or whatever. So it's going to be like that one. You may sell out this time, 15,000 seats, but when it comes to next year, it may be 10,000. And people will say, oh, it's okay. We didn't expect it to be as good or as selling out fast there. But they need to, the presentation needs to be on point. The people on the stage need to be on point. It needs to be a must-see event. Like the Lucha Brothers need to be there. Kenny Omega needs to be there. Young Bucks, of course. They're like the names that are obvious need to be there. ROH NJPW should be borrowing talent from Impact Wrestling to get that kind of buzz in there. Just making an all-inclusive super show. Get CMLL. Get Shakara in there. Get freaking PWG in that motherfucker. Get all those motherfucking names. Get all those names in there, and there's a very good chance there it could be one of the must-see shows of the event there. If you grab like all the talent all across the world there, make it like a 4-hour event there, and it'll be like a huge, gigantic thing there, and you'll sell a whole bunch of merchandise, man. Trust me. It needs to be above and beyond what you think it is there to continue that trend going forward, because if it's just good, people are going to be like, I expected that, and then move on from there. So you need to make a home run. You can't just like get to first base, which Vince allowed you to, and then second base, which is a really good show, and then third base, really good buzz after that one. You got to hit a home run and get all the stars to align, and like best show of the year kind of stuff there. Can't get any better. It's got to be that good. What do you guys think in the chat? So it's going to be freak. It's got to be unbelievable. Man, it's raining today? Oh, boy. You know what? Let me check my weather thing here because I'm going to Barclay today, so it's kind of important. Makes sense. Okay. 74 degrees today. Today, all around, it's going to be... I got to do a lot of traveling today, like walking around and stuff, so I got to make sure. 86 degrees. Come on, show me the whole fucking day. Looks like clouds are going to be happening day and night there. It's going to be cloudy pretty much all day. It's going to be like 60 degrees over here. Oh, that's great. Couple of showers and a thunderstorm, mainly early. Okay, I'll be out of here like around afternoonish. So Golden Lovers versus Lucha Brothers. That would be a really good match there. I can see that thing like causing a lot of buzz. It's good for the show, but I would love to see them branch out of that one and get some really insane teams that you would not expect in at that particular show. But that would be a good match, obviously, because they're both like really innovative tag teams, and they're both different styled enough there to make it work. So that'd be great. I like the way Impact Wrestling's naturally integrating new storylines into each other. It's Pentagon versus Matt Sydal, and then someone interfered, and now it's Pentagon Jr. versus that team, and then Phoenix having a match against fucking Sami Callihan, and then Pentagon helps his brother, and now it's like the Lucha Brothers coming together against the OVE team. So it's going to be tag team against. I'm like, so integrated storyline, so cool integrated. But that's what New Japan absolutely needs there in order to make themselves like grow more. If they just do a good show, it's not gonna work out there. It's got to be above and beyond. You got the buzz already, but you got to maintain the buzz all the way until April next year, which is super hard to do. And then out of that show there, you have to make it so people who weren't there feel sorry for not being there. That way next year you'll get those gates really fast once again, and then once again make them feel sorry for not being there again. You gotta keep hitting on the park there. You can't just be like a Dead Rising, a video game. You can't just be a Dead Rising 2 and do the same game over again there, change some skins and clean up a little bit here and there and expect people to go gaga over it. No, you got to go Resident Evil 3 to Resident Evil 4. You got to go that big, okay? Holy shit there. That's awesome. I can't believe that. I want to play that. I want to play it again. You got to go that big. You got to clean up everything you did before, and a bit like you did before, and a bit like no other, and just change the mold where everybody's talking about your thing and everybody wants to be that product. That's how that supercard should be next year. If you're just good, it's going to be like Resident Evil 2 to Resident Evil 3. It's going to be like RE5 to Part 6. It's going to be like Halo 1 to Halo 2 to Halo 3. Okay, you're good. Call of Duty 1, 2, 3. Assassin's Creed 1, 2, 3. Unity. You're just good. You're not trying to branch out there and get new people to like say, "Oh my God, I must play it." No, Assassin's Creed 1, 2, and 3, 4, whatever. It's like it's essentially the same game, new twister, new characters, but it's not like really innovating the genre and changing things so to make more people be invited to the product. It's just the same. GTA 4, GTA 5. Yeah, of course we want to get it because it's GTA, but like, let's be real here. It's essentially the same game, but you multiply the characters. It's essentially the same game. That's what GTA 5 was. Same game with multiple people instead there with multiple storyline integrations. That's what GTA 5 is. Good move. I played it. I bought it. But like essentially the same game. You know what I'm saying? This is not like, okay, Bulletstorm, a game you probably never heard of, compared to Call of Duty. That's what I mean. You never really heard of Bulletstorm, but if you did hear Bulletstorm, you are very happy you played that game, okay? Like you wish you knew about it, and it's freaking awesome. It's a shooting game, like it's a third person shooting game, and it has a whole bunch of like bullet shots going everywhere, but it's not like Call of Duty, it's not like Halo, it's not like Gears of War. It's more like Gears of War than anything else, but it's more like its own game. It has to do with slow motion. It has to do with making creative kills to get points. You ramming other enemies into other enemies, sliding into other enemies to create damage, like grabbing them out of midair and putting them on a fucking cactus or whatever, some shit like that. There, knock him, sliding them off their feet there, shooting them in midair, throwing a grenade at them, taking a rocket launcher, and then like that's mega points right there. And you can also like grab mid-air with like psychic abilities and toss them to like their friends and shit. Freaking crazy. But no one knows about that game. That's why there's no sequel. So Link to the Past. Link to the Past, great game. That's exactly what G1 Supercard is likely going to be. It's going to be Link to the Past. It's going to be really good there. People are going to be talking about it for a long time there. But what people really want, they want Ocarina of Time. They want like, oh my God, where have I been? Zelda? Link? Oh my God. That's what it should be right there. That's what it should be. Ocarina of Time. Just change the game. Make everybody talk about it. Uncharted 1 to 2, big leap, but I wouldn't say like it like changed the game. I wouldn't say it's essentially the same. It's like a cleaned up, better, smoother, better done, overall better done game. They cleaned up the graphics. They made the story more streamlined, like more easier to follow. The gameplay mechanics were cleaned up there, but it wasn't really changing the game. RE3 to RE4 changed the game. You know what I'm saying? That changed the shit up. No more like freaking like static cameras, no more third person views. You still have zombies in there, but they're not exclusive to just zombies in there. No zombie dogs in like an RE4. Castle or mansion, third person laser sight scope there. The inventory changed, the way it works and everything. So many things changed for RE3, RE4 completely. Escort missions here and there, that kind of stuff. And Los Gigantes, super big, huge things, man. Completely changed the game, man. Completely. Not Uncharted 1 to 2 there. I'm talking about like, I already said it before there, but like, I guess it's Uncharted 1 and 2 is kind of like Mario Brothers All-Stars or Mario Brothers 3, the cleaned up version compared to Mario Brothers Wii U. Essentially the same game, really clean up graphics, new gameplay levels, that kind of stuff there. It's just like if you like one game, you're gonna like the other one. If you like Uncharted 1, you're gonna like Uncharted 2. You're gonna like Uncharted 3. But if you didn't like RE3, you're likely gonna like RE4. That's what I'm saying. Uncharted 4. If you like Uncharted 3, you're gonna like Uncharted 4. That's how it goes. You like Sly Cooper 1, you're gonna like Sly Cooper 3, you're gonna like some, that kind of stuff there. If you like Halo 1, you're gonna like Halo 2, et cetera, et cetera. So that's how the formula goes there. You like Last of Us 1, you're gonna like Last of Us 2. You like Ninja Gaiden 1, you're gonna like Ninja Gaiden 2. But NJPW ROH there, they need to reinvent the wheel. I don't know what they had to do, but they need to do something really, really good in order to get people talking like, no, I'm not, and don't do anything stupid like a six-sided ring. None of that nonsense. Maybe, just maybe, it might work, but I doubt it. A rotating ring, which no one in the States does. A rotating ring, so like it's different at all angles. It's harder for the wrestlers to perform in. I get that, but like it's got to be something really weird, unique lighting to it, some special graphics on where that person came from, that kind of thing. There, streamers, confetti, that kind of stuff. There, really cool stuff that make you feel like a party big experience. Unless it's gonna be like the DCEU per se, like the DCEU. Batman vs Superman is like Man of Steel, is like Justice League. You like one, you're gonna like them all. So if you like Man of Steel, you're gonna like Justice League. You like Justice League, you're gonna like Suicide Squad or whatever. You don't like them all. You know what I'm saying? To them similar. So that's all I'm gonna say for now. Thank you very much for watching. I got a lot of stuff to do today. I gotta prepare. Take over. I got.